My name is Callie Buchanan.
My name is Kaylee.
I'm Connor.
I'm Cole.
I'm Deanna.
And I'm Dave. Roughly 2 months after Callie's third birthday, we noticed she was sick, and we took her to the doctor and said we think she has ear infections and swollen gland, and the doctor said, yep, you're right, but keep an eye on that gland and we'll check into it if it increases in size. So we did, and within 2 months, just physically from the outside, we could see great swelling, and it was very apparent there was some form of a growth there. So the doctor referred us to a specialist, and eventually we ended up at University of Iowa, where we discovered that Callie had a desmoid tumor located under her left mandible.
So it was from there that we had a surgery planned in January of 2007, and they removed the tumor and discovered that it had eaten its way pretty much all the way through her lower left jawbone. They knew that there was some damage there, but they didn't realize how extensive it was until they got in there. And so they removed the tumor and had to cut out a section of her jawbone, which meant she lost all of her lower left teeth, and she will never get those back, even as an adult. But after we had recovered from surgery, they called us and told us that there was tumor cells still in the bone, and we had to go back in and do another surgery in February. Same thing happened again after that one, and it wasn't the lab's fault. It just it takes 10 days for them to do certain procedures and figure that out. So in March we went in for a third surgery, and they ended up having to remove the entire left side of her jawbone from her chin up, and including to her joint by her left ear. And then they at the same time reconstructed that using her hip and rib bones.
And she got to wear a halo through that time. She was our angel until one night in the bathtub it just fell off. And the doctor said, oh, that's fine, she's doing great. And she's had a few more surgeries, and overall things have gone great. A year of chemotherapy, and for most of that she was even able to take a pill orally. And so we started with little candies. Remember that? Remember what was the candy we worked our way up to?
Mike and Ike.
Yeah, Mike and Ike. That was about the size of the chemo pill she was taking as a 5-year-old. And she did great with that. And one of my memories during the surgeries was, even though she had tubes down her throat and couldn't talk with sign language, she was saying she wanted to ride the bicycle through the halls that they use for physical therapy for the children there. So what do you remember about that time in the hospital? Anything stick out in your mind?
No, not really.
Do you remember what we worked on together?
The bike was broken, so me and my dad fixed it.
She got right in there, and we got pictures of her with the wrenches and different things working on the bicycle. So it was a very challenging time of our life, but just a peace that passes all understanding while we were going through that. And Callie was a champ through the whole thing, as her spirit is overall. Pretty tough little girl. So this last February, we were blessed with a trip to Hawaii. That was Callie's Make-A-Wish choice. And you chose to go there, and what was one of the funnest things you got to do?
I got to go surfing, and all the other people had like group instructors, and I had my own private instructor. And I got to do tricks like stand on his shoulders, and I was putting my hands up in the air and go upside down, and then he let me down by the board, but he was still holding me up. So he was like, you fly like a swan, and then I was touching the water with my hand, and so that was pretty fun.
And what's the big gesture over in Hawaii when we say shaka? Show them the shaka sign. Shaka, dude. And what were some of the other fun things everyone else got to do?
My favorite thing out of the 3 activities that we got to do was definitely surfing. Surfing over the coral reef at the Waikiki beach, and it was just loads of fun. I love surfing and doing stuff like that, and doing it with everyone else was awesome.
One of my favorite memories was we got to go swimming with the dolphins, and that was lots of fun. We got to ride on the dolphin's belly. That was loads of fun. Another fun thing was right across from our hotel, there was a mall, and down on the main level there was this little hair shop, and I got my hair done there like every other day, and I got some hair pieces, and that was just lots of fun.
That's where you spent some of your souvenir money from Make-A-Wish there, didn't you?
Yeah.
One of my favorite activities was underwater scooters. That was a fun activity, and going snorkeling. While my dad was in the underwater scooters, I was able to snorkel and go down and take a picture with him down there. It was like around 10, 15 feet.
As a mom, I think my favorite thing was just watching everybody have such a good time, and I just love being near the water or in the water. And so Connor and Callie and I did some snorkeling right off of the beach near our hotel, and some snorkeling after we went sub-scooting and stuff. And that was a lot of fun. It was fun to just watch everybody have a ball and to be together as a family, and no pressures, just enjoy life. And that was an awesome experience.
And as a dad, of course, you want to have the opportunity to do these things, but a lot of times financially it's just not there, and that's the wonderful thing about Make-A-Wish. We didn't have to worry about a thing. And kids didn't even have to finish their meals every time, which is the first, huh? And it was just a wonderful trip. They provided our transportation, our hotel, the airfare, everything we could need or imagine, even souvenir money for everyone. And it was just a wonderful time there, and we're so thankful to Make-A-Wish. It was just a great trip, wasn't it, gang?
Yes, it was.
Great.
I just want to thank Make-A-Wish so much because they've paid for everything, like even parking in the airport and food and tips and all of that. So I just want to thank them for that.
Even some souvenirs. And where were some of your? What was your favorite place to eat?
Duke's.
Duke's,
Yeah,
the
Duke's.
famous Duke's restaurant. What did you order there?
I ordered a New York steak.
New York strip steak. Yeah, you did a good job on it too.
Thank you, Make-A-Wish.